Someone once told me politics is a lot like high school. I think I like that analogy. You've got cliques, teams, rivalries, a lot of nerds. Heck, we've even got candidates running for mayor these days giving each other letter grades on the city's snow response. And look, maybe in high school you bribed your way into the cool crowd with concert tickets or helping a friend out with their homework. In politics, it's six-figure checks that gets you into the door. And you can also learn a lot about who's running with who, taking a look at those campaign finance reports. So let's do that. Let's check the record. Wealthy donors are already lining up behind candidates in this spring's mayor's race, casting their bets with big checks. Candidates can raise limited amounts of money directly into their campaign fund, but the big money, that comes into their political action committees, or PACs. Behind Mayor Tishaura Jones, a number of various companies cut her checks. 7 of those companies all share the same lobbyist in common, former GOP House Speaker Steve Tilley. His clients combined to spend $15,500 to the PAC backing her bid. That accounts for nearly 20 cents of every dollar that PAC raised in the most recent filing. One of those companies, Torch Electronics. It runs the unregulated video lottery terminals, or VLTs, you see all over the place. But the incumbent mayor is trailing in the fundraising primary. Her top rival, Kara Spencer, is raising more money in her campaign and the PAC supporting her. Her biggest donor, billionaire Bob Clark, who just cut a big check with a big splash in the race for $111,330.25. Yeah, down to the quarter. He says that's precisely the amount that his firm spent trying to apply for city approval to build a new concrete manufacturing warehouse in the city's north side.
It doesn't hurt my business. It's not impactful to me.
Maybe I misread the press release. It looked like you were specifically making this statement because it blocked a business development of yours. Did I read this wrong?
Well, yeah, but that didn't hurt me. It hurt the St. Louis community. It hurt the citizens. How did it hurt me? I moved to Hazelwood, and my employees feel safer and more confident going to work in Hazelwood than they would have in the city. I was willing to put a stake in the city, really as a community gesture.
We wanted to give the mayor a chance to respond, but didn't expect she'd say, sure, come on down to my office. Let's talk about Bob Clark.
He submitted a cement plant which causes air pollution. So we would have been polluting neighborhoods in North City. And so since he doesn't like being told no, he's throwing a temper tantrum.
I pressed him on a couple of things today, and he rebuts that. He says this wasn't going to be creating any pollution. It was all going to be contained in a warehouse facility, and that he just said, okay, well, if St. Louis doesn't want it, we'll take it to Hazelwood.
Right, and he can do that. We asked for retail, not for a cement plant.
Yeah. It's a big check. What will the role of money be in this race?
Obviously, Mr. Clark is trying to buy an opponent. He's trying to buy the mayor's office. The mayor's office is not for sale, and neither is our democracy. And Kara Spencer should return that money.
Well, she's not going to do that. She said, quote, I think he's investing in a different path for the city. I noted in our reporting that Clark gave that money to a political action committee, not directly to Spencer's campaign, and that prompted the mayor's dad to chime in. Quote, the contribution went to a PAC specifically set up to support Kara Spencer. She can and does solicit contributions for that PAC. If she wanted to give the money back, the PAC would. Here again, we should step in and correct the record. According to this guy, Chuck Hatfield, a leading Missouri election law expert, quote, Kara cannot return the money. She doesn't control the PAC. Hey, rules are rules. But as decision days draws near, you could start to sense all this pressure building. Successful campaigns try to deprive their opponents of funding, and if they can't cut the money off, they might try to define their donors as corrupt or donors who want something in exchange for their support. And they might. But if Bob Clark wants the mayor to greenlight development projects in the north side, what does Steve Tilley want? All of these are questions we hope to learn in the days to come before the big final. Those ballots are due April 8th.